Good morning guys, and welcome back to Damo Drives, bringing you real reviews for real people and answering some of those questions that other channels might not talk about. I'm starting a brand new series looking at owners' cars, and today we have this, the new Fiesta ST Performance, and this is Ollie, who owns the car. So I'm going to give you a quick background on the vehicle, and then we're going to go over to Ollie because this isn't quite standard. Now, we've got the Fiesta ST, which we all know and love. Brilliant hot hatch. They then brought out a special edition, which is this one. You can tell that by the orange paintwork, which is the Performance Edition. And the major changes over the standard ST, we've got new wheels in here. These are lightweight. Under here, which you can't see, we've got adjustable coilovers. We've got a limited slip diff as well. Have I forgotten anything there? Paintwork, and that's it. So that's the standard car. It's not putting out any more power, so 200 brake pretty much as standard, 0 to 60 in around 6.5 seconds. Now over to you, Ollie.
Yeah. What's
different about this? Do you reckon we start under the engine?
Yeah, let's start at the front. We're here. Let's open the engine bay and take a look, shall we?
Exactly. So I'm really excited about this. It's a fab looking car, but Ollie's tweaked it ever so slightly, so we're going to look under here and you can tell us all about what you've done.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, as soon as you open the bonnet, the first thing that sticks out is this. I mean, the Revo full stage 3 kit, it's brilliant, it's fantastic, it sounds great, as you'll hear later. Fit it myself, wasn't the easiest thing to fit, but sounds great, works great, you know. Lower on in the engine, you obviously can't see it, we've got the Revo mount as well, the engine mount. These cars suffer terribly from wheel hop due to the stock mount being pretty crappy. Yeah. So that's now changed, works great, helps control that power as well. We've also got the Maxton design splitter here at the front, which I've done some lovely striping to make it stand out just a little bit more. It's quite hard to photograph just being black, it's just like one black blob. So that the extra line just helps it stand out, and I think it matches the paintwork quite well.
It does look nice. So the big thing really has got to be the power change in here, isn't it?
Yep.
It's not 200 anymore.
It's not 200 anymore. It's got a stage 1 map, which recently dynoed a couple of weeks ago at 260 horsepower, and 390 newton meters of torque, which is 100 newton meters above standard, and an extra 60 horsepower, which for a stage 1 map is brilliant.
Considering, you know, that's a big increase in power.
It definitely is.
What's that, 30% or something?
Something like that, yeah. Brilliant.
Luckily we've got that limited slip diff, so hopefully that will rein some of that power in.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to driving this. It's going to be, it looks rather special. The ST, as we know, is supposed to be an absolutely brilliant hot hatch. So what we're going to do now, because not a lot is different on the side other than this amazing paint colour. It's the same one found on the Focus RS Heritage as well. Yeah. Going to head round the back because there's a few changes there as well. So if you want to pop this down, or I'll try anyway, bit of teamwork. We can clip that in. Let's head on round the back.
Round the back.
Right, let's have a look at the back of this car. Something standard, this ST badge, and I think these lights. So what have you done? Let's talk us around the back of this car.
Yeah, quite a lot done to the back. I'll start from the top and work my way down. So at the top we've got the Maxton design spoiler lip. Doesn't add too much, but it adds just enough to make me happy, and it looks quite nice, I think. Yeah,
it's a bit of extra black, isn't it, to break up the orange, which I like, a bit more shape.
Yeah. Working our way down to the bottom here, we've got the miltek GPF back exhaust.
Awesome.
Tailpipes that can swallow your hand.
You've added this pinstripe yourself?
Yep, I added that myself. It just adds a bit of colour to it, and once again with the front, when you try and take photos of the back, this just comes up as one big black blob.
Yeah.
So just add a bit of colour and make it stand out just a little bit more.
The thing I love about the Fiesta, it's still a usable hot hatch. You know, looking in the boot, we're not losing any room. It's full of my camera equipment at the moment, but you can still fit probably 4 adults in the car, squish 5 in, take your mates round.
Yeah.
But it goes like absolute stink when you want it to. But overall, I love the look of the car. This orange is really, it's eye-catching, isn't it?
Definitely special.
Yeah, so what we'll do, we're going to go and find some nice roads. I think we'll head over to Beachy Head because it's lovely up there at the moment.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So let's hop in.
Yep.
So at the moment, are the valves open on the exhaust or anything? What's the sort of setting at the moment?
So the exhaust valve, it does have a valve.
Yeah.
With the map I've got at the minute, it's always open. I mean, obviously I can change the map to have it closed again, but I like having it open all the time. Yeah,
make proper noises.
Yeah.
I've heard this thing on full chat and it sounds awesome. It's like proper pops and bangs, and the fact you haven't got, it's not decat or anything.
No, it's still got the stock cat and the stock GPF, and the noise it makes is great for just a GPF back exhaust. It's brilliant, I think.
Because then we're in normal mode. This is the first time I've ever driven it. Even now it feels quite pokey, just in bog standard mode. It's very, very usable. So the ride, this is going to be really interesting because obviously when we had a look around outside, it's got these adjustable coilovers and the LSD. It's probably the biggest difference I think it's going to make to this car.
Yeah. It's, so you can hear that. It's just, if you're cruising, it will shut down the cylinder. That's when you
it sounded like it. Sounds like an F1 car when it's not working properly. It's sort of like,
yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. Yeah.
I think we should stop being in this mode. So what? You just press this button down.
Yeah, press it once and then again.
So normal.
And then now you're in sport mode.
Ah, there we go. So what's the difference now with sport? What have we got going on?
So now you're in sport mode. The steering will be a bit tighter, a bit heavier. It increases the throttle input, so you'll get the speed faster.
Yeah.
I think that's about it.
Yeah. Ooh, you can hear that nice little pigeon noise coming from underneath the bonnet there. It's
a great sound.
Let's get around there. Oh, it's a bit naughty, isn't it? It's be very careful of your speed in this thing.
Yeah, you have got to be.
It picks up incredibly quickly. Handles, you know, even on that little bend, it feels really planted. We're not pushing it at all. Wow, this is going to be fun when I get to open it up a little bit more. Oh. Wow. So what's making that noise? Because that sounds awesome.
The noise from the front and the noise from the back.
Yeah, the pigeon caught under your bonnet.
Yeah, so that's the full stage 3 intake from Revo.
Yeah.
Sounds brilliant for what it is. It's quite tricky to fit, but once it is fitted, I think it's brilliant.
Oh, that is. How on earth is this a 1.5 litre engine? I mean, it's amazing. I know the old one is a 1.6 16 valve, and the fact it's only a 3-cylinder. This is. Oh, wow! Just have to keep an eye on the speed.
Yeah, the numbers can creep up on you.
They're all quite worrying.
Before you know it, you're pushing the speed limit.
Yeah. Right, let's pull out of here. This would be. I always find lots of power is a good safety feature to get out of a junction.
Oh yeah.
You need to. Yes. Wow. Oh, you've got slight pops on the overrun there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You were saying that what you can change the. So you've got this mapped.
Yeah.
So you said you can change what the different maps are doing.
Yeah. So with the TRS Performance Map, you get 5 maps on a handset.
Yeah.
And you can just switch between them maps, and you can customise them. There's loads of things you can do. So the map we're running at the minute's got a 1.5 second overrun. You can do anything between. I think it's 0.7 seconds and 3. So yeah.
So
I found 1.5 is a nice sweet spot where you get quite a lot of them coming out, but not too much. You can also change if you want them properly crackling, like a nice sharp crack.
Yeah.
Or if you just want like the rumble sort of thing, like a warble sort of sound.
Yeah. That's cool. And how much was the map on this, if you don't mind me asking?
If I remember correctly, I get a bit of a discount being part of the Mark 8 ST Owners Club.
Yeah.
I think it was about £510, I think.
I mean, for what you get, I think that's pretty good value for money.
Yeah, it's really good. I had this dynoed a couple of weeks ago, and it made 260 horsepower, and stock is 200. So
blimey, so that's like
the increase from just
30% increase for 500 quid.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be mad not to.
Oh yeah, it completely changes the car. Yeah, it just makes it so much better. Not that the stock car's bad.
No.
Just the map just takes it to a different level, really.
I'm quite surprised how compliant this is as well, because the fact we've got these coilovers, but they are adjustable. Have you fiddled with them at all?
I have a little bit. I haven't lowered them. The main issue is the fact that because they're from Ford, I've got a little like a locking nut sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which you can take off, but you've got to get the car on a ramp to actually lower them. But I've had to mess around with the bump and the rebound settings. In the little guide in the back with the tools, it's got some recommended settings for what sort of road you're driving on. So I've had a little play with that.
What have you got it set up for at the moment? You get to sort of every day, or have you got it a bit more aggressive?
Yeah, I've got it on fast road driving, shall we call it? Which is what this is made for, really. It's made for fast road driving.
Right, this is very twisty. It'll be interesting to. Obviously, got to be careful because there's a lot of people walking, and luckily no horses. But I'm sure this is capable of a lot more. But you've been very kind lending me the car. Anyway, I don't really know it, but it feels so well planted around here. It's not too bouncy. It's gripping. That diff on here is doing an amazing job. I had a GP3 coming along here, and that was uncomfortable going. It was literally bouncing all over the place. But this, it's firm, and these are very bumpy roads.
Very bumpy roads up here.
But wow, I can understand why you got this. This is awesome. It's just that pickup after 4 seems you've got probably 1500 RPM at absolute pickup there is nearly instant. There's no delay. It's those noises as well. This is something that, even though this is a brand new car, it wouldn't be making quite these noises.
No.
It just adds to the drama of it. I've got some nice twisty bits. This will be where the diff really shows itself. Oh, I just love that noise.
So you're in sport mode in a minute, and you'll feel the diff, but you feel it loads more in the track mode because it loosens off the
track mode.
Yeah. So you're in sport mode at the minute.
Yeah.
If you press the mode button again, you'll go into a track mode.
Ooh.
Which loosens off the ESC.
So it allows a little bit of slip if you were progressing on even more. It's going to be. Obviously, I've no idea what this car's capable of, so I'll still You don't seem to be grimacing or screaming yet, which is good.
It's always a good start.
So I like the dials in here. These are obviously the more traditional analog compared to the brand new ones, which have got the digital cockpit. There's something sort of a bit more timeless, I think, about this sort of traditional dials with LED backlit. I think they'll stand the test of time a bit better.
Yeah.
You know, in 10 years' time, I think that will still look, you know, classic looking as opposed to digital, where the displays get better and everything's a bit sharper. You'll still have that older.
Well, I can see them adding the dashboard into the facelift of this car. Seems the way things are going these days with cars.
Yeah, sort of following the trend that everyone else wants. Digital. Right, it's gonna God, it climbs from 5 upwards really quickly.
Yeah.
And it seems that power drops at around 5.5.
Yeah.
So it's probably worth short shifting up at 5.5.
Yeah.
But if we go over to changing gear anyway, we've got a 6-speed, but you've replaced the gear shift in here with more of a carbon fibre.
That's the carbon fibre gear knob that actually comes from Ford.
Oh, okay.
That's the official branded one, which I think it's great. Feels great in the hand.
Yeah.
It's really well made.
So if we talk about plans then for the future with this, what have you got next for this car?
As we've touched on already, I think getting more power out of this is going to be taking that cat out, taking the GPF out, which obviously I can't do. So I think perhaps getting a sports cat in this.
Yeah.
There's rumours of a sports GPF sort of thing coming out. Seeing what they're like.
Yeah.
I want to change the intercooler at the front to a larger one. Keep that power going during the hopefully summer days we have ahead of us. You don't really know this country, do you? So hopefully we get some heat. Justifies getting the money for a new one.
Oh, I want one of these. Good value now, these, I think. If you bought a used, well, you can't buy a new one because this is sort of like 20 grand mark, I think now, maybe a bit less.
Well, for these? For for a used one of these, about
a standard one anyway.
Yeah. Just under 20, I think you're looking. Still, I think it's decent value considering what else is on the market right now.
Yeah, what else would you get for 20 grand? I mean, it's a lot, but not a lot. I mean, I become a bit blasé to prices with some of the cars I drive. You sort of, you know, you jump in a 50 grand, 60 grand BMW, and then the week after you jump in a 100 grand car and you go, oh, that one was quite cheap.
Yeah.
But I think this is actually reasonable. You know, I don't know what finance payments on this. I'm guessing probably like 300 odd a month.
Yeah. Bang on, actually.
Yeah, that's not bad. So the final section really is, does Damo dig it? What do I think of this brilliant car? Well, I've already said it there. I think this is awesome. It does absolutely everything. That extra power is quite addictive. The noise, let's slow down and have some pigeon noises and exhaust. So, oh, pop, chirp, pop, pop, pop.
Great noises.
Oh, so addictive. But everything about it, I really, really like this car. I mean, the few extra pennies you've thrown at it just takes this car to the next level. It was a good car anyway. You know, the fact it's got that LSD, the lighter wheels, all of the things makes it brilliant. The fact you could probably pick one of these up for 20 grand anyway, used. I love the interior, the build quality is good. There's not a lot to really dislike about it. Maybe if you're being picky, maybe the whole touchscreen thing isn't always my thing. Not to do with this car, just touchscreens in general are a bit fiddly.
But this one's just like they just plonked an iPad there almost.
Oh, it's the good old, yeah. Don't integrate it into the dash, just slap it on. But the driving experience, the seats are lovely, it's practical, looks cool, love the orange paintwork. So, as you can tell, hang on, I've got to do this again, sorry. Oh, that sums it up. Wild giggling like small kids is what this car... Oh. Right, that's that's the end of the video. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. Remember to go and follow Ollie's Instagram. I'll put it in the comments below so you can follow any progress of this awesome car. I hope you've enjoyed this. Just a side note, if you do have something interesting you fancy getting on the channel, just send me an email. That also will be down below. Tell me what car you've got and we can have a chat. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Click on the subscribe button and notification bell and watch plenty more videos like this. Thanks for watching.